Hi everyone, it's Jennifer from Flux. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be chatting about one of my favorite things to crochet, and that is cozy scarves. So as the weather cools off and you're looking for something cozy to wrap around, or you need some last minute gifts, this is a wonderful collection and I hope it inspires you. So I've gathered up 10 of my most cozy scarves here at the Flux channel, and we're going to go through each one, and there's also a bunch more on the channel. I have so many scarf patterns, and I'm going to put the playlist down below so you can check them all out as well. So let's go through our 10 cozy crochet scarves, but before we get started, be sure and hit that subscribe button to get all the latest Flux video updates. I share full project tutorials, so every one of the scarves we're going to talk about today, there's a full video tutorial for it, and most of my other patterns as well. I also share stitch tutorials, vlogs, roundups just like this one and more. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button, be sure and click it and get all the latest Flux video updates. Now each one of these scarves has a full written pattern over at the Flux blog. It has a full video tutorial like I mentioned before, but you can also get an ad-free PDF pattern both in my Etsy shop and Ravelry shop for each one as well. You can find all the links below for every single scarf we're going to talk about. So let's jump in with our first scarf. First up on our list of our cozy crochet scarves is this winter garden scarf. This is so beautiful in muted shades of lavender, soft purples, and gray. So I did just a simple gentle ripple, and I had so much fun kind of exploring the different color palettes. And a lot of you have made this one, and it's really fun to see all the color combinations that all of you come up with as well. So check out the winter garden scarf. Next up is the Take It Easy scarf. Now, like the name of the pattern suggests, this is an easy pattern, and I've also used some self-striping yarn. So all those color changes you see were just from the yarn ball doing all the work for me. So it's just a really fun kind of one row repeat, all the color changes being done for you. Very relaxing, very fun, but also super cozy. And if you need a quick gift, this is an ideal pattern for that. You can stitch it up very quickly as well. Next up is the Quick Gift Button Scarf. This is a great scarf to have on hand and also a quick gift as well, like the title suggests. But it has a row of buttons on it. So when you throw your scarf over your shoulders and you're moving around, or maybe it's a windy day or the weather's bad, sometimes your scarf kind of falls off or goes everywhere. But this one, you put it around your neck and button it up, and it just kind of stays put and keeps you cozy no matter what you're doing. It has some nice texture through it, and I used some buttons that kind of coordinated with the yarn, so it was a really fun one to stitch up and also very fast. It's some bulky weight yarn and a larger hook, so you can stitch this one up pretty quick too. Next is the Tweedy Puff Stitch Scarf. So if you're a fan of puff stitches like I am, you're going to love this scarf. Puff stitches are also super warm because it's more of like a blob of yarn that you're creating. It traps the heat and it makes the scarf extra cozy. So I use some kind of slower color changing yarn to really show off those puff stitches, but this one has tons of texture, lovely jewel tone colors, and it was just a beautiful one to stitch up. So if you want to practice your puff stitches as well, this is a great scarf for that. So check out the Tweedy Puff Stitch Scarf. Next up on our list is the Cloud 9 scarf. This was such a fun way to play around with bright, fun, happy colors, and I used the closed shell stitch for this one, and it really showed off those color changes nice. The shells sort of interlock with the other shells in the row that comes next, so the color from going from one color to the next color to the next color was a really fun way to kind of explore the closed shell stitch. So this is a really cozy one too. It doesn't have any decorative holes in it. It's more of a solid fabric that we're creating with the yarn. So it makes it very cozy, no wind can blow through it, and it's just a really fun and just really delightful scarf to have in the gray days of winter when it's cold and kind of blustery out. This is just a happy addition to your wardrobe. Next is the Cozy Winter Mega Scarf. This is one of the warmest scarf patterns that I have made here on the Flux channel, and it's made with some very thick yarn. I used a very large hook, and it is just the coziest. It kind of feels just like a big yarn hug wrapped around you. I used some cheerful yarn for this one, added some fringe, and it's just a really pretty, super soft, and very, very warm scarf. So check that one out. If you've been following this channel for a while, you may know I'm a pretty big fan of yarn cakes and all the color changes that are done for you. I think it's very exciting when your color's about to change and you go from one row to another and it just changes color on you. This is one that I made with a yarn cake and it was very fun because of that. But also I used the cluster V stitch for this one. So the cluster V stitch is kind of like the V stitch, but it's done, it's a more lofty, kind of bulkier stitch. So it's more cozy than a regular V stitch. So I used that fun texture of the cluster V stitch to kind of show off those beautiful colors of the yarn cake that I was using. So check that one out. It was really fun to make. And if you're not familiar with the cluster V stitch, the video for this goes through it step by step by step. So you'll learn how to do it in no time. So check out the Starry Forest scarf. Next on our list is the Candy Ribbon scarf. This one was made with a classic V stitch and I had a bunch of different fun colors and I wanted to kind of incorporate them all. So I did this like blush kind of pale pink color and then I put just one row of V stitch through the light pink and it made for a really fun, colorful scarf that's very unique as well. So I really feel like V-stitch too, when you do stripes of color, really shows off those colors in like kind of like a bold way. So you can really have fun getting creative with your scarf and experimenting with different color combinations as well. So check out the Candy Ribbon scarf. That one was a lot of fun, and because I used super bulky yarn for this one and a large hook, I stitched it up very, very quick. This is definitely one of those projects you can make in an evening or less. Next is the Winter Woods scarf. Again, this one is made with super bulky yarn, and this one is more of a muted kind of wintry palette. And I loved the pale blue with like that tweed brown color and the cream, and it just looks so beautiful together. Very like soothing, kind of calming palette. Obviously, for any of these projects, you can use any colors you like, but I really felt like this one was just a lovely scarf to stitch up, very, very quick as well. So check out the Winter Woods scarf. Last but not least on our list is the Sugar Cookie scarf. I loved making this scarf, again, with that super bulky yarn because that makes just a really cozy scarf. So you see a lot of that in this collection that I'm sharing today, but this one is all one color and it just reminded me of like when you're making cookies, that sugar cookie dough, and it's just fun and squishy and just a really beautiful kind of neutral wearable color. The stitch is really fun to do. It's very easy and uses just some basic stitches as well. And again, all of these have a full video tutorial that I go through every step and stitch of the way for all these projects. So check out the Sugar Cookie scarf. Again, this is very neutral. You could wear it throughout the fall, winter, and into early spring as well. So check that one out. It's really beautiful and fun to make. So I really hope you enjoyed this collection of cozy crochet scarves. I loved making all of them. And again, if you want to check out the videos down below and the full written pattern, all of that can be found down below. And also, like I mentioned before, I'm going to share the link too below to my playlist for all my scarves, my entire scarf collection here on the channel. I have a ton of scarves on there, so you can kind of browse through them if you want to check out some more scarves as well. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for stopping by, and happy crocheting, happy scarf making, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.